welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching this video. Today I'm going to be reviewing the new L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover. It's one of the new foundations that L'Oreal came out, and I bought it at a drugstore. I think it was like around $12.99. $12.99, I believe that's what it was. And I'm like, let me try it, let me review it. So please keep on watching and you'll see my review. The first thing I've noticed with the new L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover is the packaging. They completely changed the packaging from the Pro Glow and Pro Matte. The packaging is more of a rectangular type of packaging, and this time it's more of a cylinder type. And then when you open it up, as you can see, the tip is completely different. The packaging itself, like, you can put it like this and no foundation is going to drop out because of the packaging itself. If we compare it to the Pro Glow, when you open it up, you have to be careful because it's very watery, as you can see right now. Very watery. And this one is not. So the packaging, completely different from the other one. Very cylinder type of thing. Very different. And the shade that I got, it was 302, which is a creamy natural. And then because the number above 302 was a little bit too dark for me, a little bit more pink color on the side, and then the 302 less than 302, it was a little bit too light for me. So I got the creamy natural. And usually for the Pro Glow, I'm a 203, and the natural, and then the Pro Matte, I'm 103. So it just depends. Like, the numbering, it's not going to be consistent. If you use the Pro Glow one number, the Pro Matte might be different, and the total cover, your number is going to be totally different compared to the other foundations, which is weird because I really like foundations when I know what's my number. And it doesn't matter what kind of foundation they come out, like, okay, I know I'm a 103, I'm gonna get 103. But it gets annoying when you're like, okay, in one foundation I'm 203, but the other one I'm a 103, and the other one I might be a 303 or 203, depending on the numbering system. That's the only thing I don't like. It's just, you have to go and find out what's your match again, and it's like, ugh, come on, like, I really like this foundation, but I don't want to waste that time in finding my match again. That's the only thing I find it annoying. I don't know about you, but I really find it annoying. But overall, it's okay. So that's that. Let's talk about the consistency. The consistency of this foundation is completely different from the L'Oreal Infallible collection. Like, the matte is it's like a regular foundation matte. The Pro Glow is more of a liquid. This type of foundation is actually more of a mousse type. If you use primers, especially like if you have used the Benefit Professional primer, you know how that consistency is about, like, a little bit moussey, a little bit creamy, but not like foundation, but just creamy. This consistency of foundation is the same thing. It's very moussey type, but creamy type. It's very, I don't know, it's not like your regular foundation. It's completely different. So I'm gonna do a demonstration here, how it goes on. So when I pour the foundation here, as you can see, you have to squeeze really hard to get some foundation out. There it goes, there it goes, there it goes. You know, it's very different. So here it is, how it looks. It's very creamy. It's like, it looks like a bird's poop here, okay? So definitely the consistency, it's like more of a primer type of base. As you can see here, it's more of a primer. Consistency is more of a primer type of consistency, like a little bit to the mousse primer side. It's how it is. So I'm going to be applying it to my face so you can see how it looks. So let's go in here. So I'm going to use my beauty blender. My poor beauty blender has been through a rough time. I have to clean it, but that's another story. So I'm literally going to take just a little bit, squeeze it out. Yeah, the only thing with these, you have to squeeze. Like the Pro Matte and Pro Glow, with a little bit of a little push, it's out. For this, you actually have to squeeze out the foundation, which is good because you're not wasting any foundation or anything, you know, you can just squeeze it out. But it's just so weird to be pushing this kind of foundation. So I'm going to squeeze it out into my beauty blender, And I literally feel like I'm squeezing out ice cream, you know, when one of those machines. So I'm just gonna do it like this. Okay. I literally feel like it's like poop, especially bird poop. Using in my face. So I'm gonna use a layer here. And you can see it's like very primer type of foundation, like very sticky. I'm gonna apply it so you can guys see how I'm applying it. So this is how it looks. So I'm gonna put all my makeup together and I'll be back. Okay, so I finished doing my whole face makeup, and definitely this foundation, it does look good on the skin. Overall, the packaging, overall the consistency of it and everything, it actually looks pretty good on the skin. Like, I really like it. Like, honestly, it does look good. It does give me like a matte look. And I didn't use primer or moisturizer before applying the foundation because I really wanted to test it and see that it actually is good. You know, because sometimes the primer or the moisturizer might affect the consistency of the foundation. But definitely I didn't put anything when I was applying the foundation, and I could see like this foundation, the way it acts as a primer slash foundation, because it goes very good on the skin. Like, it feels good. I literally don't feel like I'm wearing foundation at all. It doesn't feel thick or anything. Oh, that's the thing. So first, the finish, it is what it says, like a natural finish. It does give you a very natural finish. For me personally, it does. Although I think it might be a little bit too light for me, a little bit too gray. But I think once you put your powder, bronzer, your contour, and everything else, it does blend well. I think just the colors are a little bit off, but everything else, I think it does definitely give you like a natural finish. As you can see, like for me, it does look natural. The wears up to 24 hours. Like I said, I've worn it for 12-13 hours, like if from 8 to 4:30, and then I've worn it for more than 8, than less than 24. So I have worn it for a long time, and it definitely does last a long time. It still gives me that consistency of like a matte, dewy. I don't know, because I think it's more like of a matte. But yeah, definitely this foundation is more like a matte foundation. Not too matte, but it is matte because it's not like the Pro Glow, where it's actually very watery, very glowy type of makeup. It's definitely like a matte. I will give it a matte finish. And it's 24 hours, like I said. Coverage, it's a high coverage makeup. For me, it's not high coverage. It's more like of a medium, light to medium coverage. I think if you do pack a lot of it, it will definitely do more of a coverage. But for me right now, it's more of a light to medium coverage. But overall, I like it. I think it looks good on my face. What do you think? Do you think it looks okay? Or what do you think? Let me know. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about it? How does it look on me? And it does match my throat, because I like when the foundation matches your throat. That's one of the things. It's hard to find a foundation that actually matches you, because it can match your face, but then you look at the throat and it's like, totally different. But definitely, so the three things from this foundation, it's different. It's not like the other ones. The consistency is very different. Second, it does give you a nice coverage. And the third, I think it's a very lightweight. It's definitely lightweight. It's a moussey type. It's a different type of foundation compared to the other infallibles they have. So definitely it's very different. The packaging, the consistency, but overall it does have well coverage. I like the other two because they do have a good coverage, but this one definitely does have a very nice coverage. So that's it. I really, if I had to give it a grade from 1 to 10, from 10 being the highest, I would give it like an 8.5, 9, just because the colors. It's really hard to find a really nice color. I think I need to buy like 2 of these foundations so I can mix it up and really have my color, because I think it's a little bit too light. Overall, that's that. And then the second thing why, it's because of the tube. I don't know, the way it goes out, it's just very weird. But I do give it a 8.5, a 9, an average, I really do. I don't give it a 10 because it's hard to find the true color. But overall, I think it's a really good foundation. Definitely it's going to be one of my go-to foundations for everyday look. And as you saw, like, it's pretty good. So thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that it was helpful, and hopefully you tried it and like it. If you do try it, and if you like it or don't like it, let me know. Let me know what do you think under the comments.